Good morning, my garden and YouTube friends. I'm really excited today because I get to plant seeds from one of my very, very, very favorite little annual plants. Here in Florida, we're in Windermere, Zone 9B. We can grow this just almost year-round. I have some neighbors who planted theirs in December, and it's almost ready. This is April. It looks like it's ready to seed, but it's about. It, they say that this only gets about 5 or 6 inches high. Well, if you let it go, it will get closer to a foot. But anyway, it's very fragrant. If you're not familiar with it, let me tell you about it. It's a beautiful little ground cover. The seeds are actually poisonous if you eat them. But if you propagate it and, or germinate or whatever, if you grow it, the flowers and the stems are edible, and they're kind of spicy. They have just a little bite to them, so it's nice if you wanted to chop them up and put them on a salad, or uh, eat it that way as a sprinkle on top of something, kind of a garnish. And I've actually taken them and dipped them in a egg white and done a super fine sugar on top and decorated a cake. And it's very pretty, cupcakes, something like that. So it's a nice little twist on it. Anyway, the way I do it is I'm going to plant it in 2 pots today. I've grown it in the ground. It's just super simple. The seeds are tiny, tiny. They look like little specks, kind of like your mustard seeds. Very, very tiny. And so putting 1 or 2 in each cell is going to be very hard to do. It's just so much easier to sprinkle them. So anyway, I do it the way I do most of my pots, is that I take the pot and I put my coffee filter down at the base. I use 2-ply of it so that it holds, and the dirt holds the dirt back. I fill the soil up to the top, because once you water it in, your soil will settle. And I like using, my particular choice is Miracle-Gro, but there's several other potting soils out there that are nice. So once I've watered it in, then I will take my seeds and just sprinkle them on top. And then they're so tiny, you really want to be careful that, I pat my soil down first, and then I put the seeds lightly on there, because it does come up heavy and it does spread. So, in here you'd probably put 30 or 40 seeds and you'd have a really great cover. And you can take this, and once it comes up and it forms that nice cover, tuck it somewhere. And that's my purpose for doing it in a couple pots, is because I have such a heavy schedule out in my yard as to what's growing out there, that this just acts like a nice little color of white. By the way, this comes in white, lavender, and purple, and all three have a really nice fragrance. They are a seed that will, in the summer heat, will go to seed. They are a plant that will go to seed. And you'll see these like little dustings, and you think, oh, what is that, little bugs? No, those are the little seeds. Just leave them on the ground, because next year they will seed themselves. This is probably the first time in about, 6 or 7 years that I've had to buy new seeds, because I've dug up ground and moved things around, and so the seeds are everywhere in my yard. And so, keep that in mind, that you can have them come back again if you like. So anyway, that's about it. I did tell you that they're edible, so you know that. I did tell you that the seeds are poisonous, so don't eat the seeds. Just eat the flowers and the stems. I hope you guys will try this. You can grow it just, in amongst rocks if you have that. I've been told it's very good for that. I've grown mine only in the soil. And as a matter of fact, I'll take you over and show you where I used to have it. And that was down there in the front where the amaryllis is now and the liriope. I had sweet alyssum, and it was growing. It's raining, so I don't really want to get soaked today. But you can see where my little rocks are. This is a purslane, and I used to have sweet alyssum growing all along here, but it grew like out. It really just took over. And so, and then after a while, of course starts getting seedy, so it doesn't look as good. So anyway, I'll leave you with that and the view of all my vegetables coming up and all the other good things that are happening in my garden. Thanks for coming to visit. I hope you guys will try the sweet alyssum. It's so easy peasy to grow. I mean, who wouldn't want this as a blanket in your front yard? So anyway, garden what you've got. Thanks for visiting. I hope you'll subscribe and come back and see me again. Take care. Bye-bye.